All right, let's talk a little bit more about joint venture. And I feel like I kind of covered most of it in the last video, but let's just get a little bit deeper on here. So a joint venture, which is also referred to as JV. So if you hear someone talking about a JV deal, this is probably what they're talking about. It's not the size of the deal as far as the number of units that define whether it's a joint venture or not. It really comes down to what is the realistic amount of money that's needed for the deal, and can that amount be funded with a handful of people? And it's not, even when I say up to 5 people in a JV deal, it's not like it's a legal requirement. There's no official anything. Just when you start talking to different attorneys in the real estate space, you're going to find that a lot of attorneys, when they go to write your LLC, if you're doing a joint venture LLC, many of them will say, if it's more than 5 people, I'm not going to do it, because I feel like you're starting to edge into the gray area when it comes to whether it's really a syndication. And the thing is, if you're doing a deal that is, you're saying is a joint venture, but it's really a syndication, you could have some serious consequences with the SEC. So that's why attorneys are the ones who are like, this is starting to feel a little, I'm not so sure. So it's not official. It's not an official rule. It's not a law. Here's the way that it comes down to it. If anyone was looking at a deal, and let's say it's a 10-unit deal, and let's say there's 10 partners involved. The SEC, not that the SEC would be involved, but if they ever got involved, if there was a complaint or something like that at some point, the SEC might look at that deal and say, really? You really need 10 partners to run this 10-unit building? Plus you have third-party property management? I don't buy it. So if you think about it from that standpoint, that's more what it is. So it's not that 5 is the hard cutoff, because I guess technically you could have 10 people that are joint venture partners in a deal if the deal had a lot to it and everybody legitimately had a role in it. But the reasonable factor is around the 5-ish range. So joint ventures tend to be deals that are priced in such a way that the amount of money raised fits in where, 3 to 4 people, in addition to the operator, could put money in and they could do the deal together where everybody does legitimately have some kind of active role. So it's not a specific dollar amount. It could be, you could have a deal where you're raising $400,000 and you have 4 partners, each bringing in $100,000, right? You could have $1 million raise. The question is, do you have 4 friends or 4 colleagues who can each put in $250,000? And that's where it starts to break down a little bit, because there are fewer people who have that much money, where you have multiple people who could put money into a deal. So it's not any specific dollar amount. It's not a specific number of partners. It's just understanding, how is the SEC going to look at this? The other thing I want to tell you about joint venture, within our academy, and I'm not sure whether you're watching this because you're interested in actively investing or passively investing, but for the Remote Multifamily Investing Academy, a lot of people that come to learn how to do real estate, they already have a real estate background of something. They've at least done like single family homes, something. So they're not new to real estate, but they're new to this kind of real estate. And because many people start with doing very small real estate or single family homes or flipping, and they might be doing it on their own, sometimes they come into the academy and they're like, well, I'm going to do this on my own too. And you can, there's nothing wrong with it. However, it takes a while to get things up and running when you're doing it by yourself. You don't have the ability to leverage your time at all. So one of the things that's really become a very popular way for people to get started in the academy as a first deal is coming into a deal as a joint venture partner. So maybe they aren't the ones who found the deal, made the offer, and got it under contract, but they are coming in as a partner on the deal. And it's a great way to, get your money to work and also have a property on your resume and start learning, because obviously they're getting the education, but now they're actually learning about real estate because they're actually doing it, which then gives them credibility with brokers for future deals, lenders for future deals, and really gets things going. So if you're looking to be on the active side, or you're not sure, that's a really great way to get started as an active investor, is joining someone else's deal as a joint venture partner. So in the next video, I'm going to talk more about syndication, where it's truly limited partner. You have no role at all other than putting up your money in order to get a return on it. Anyway, I hope that helps. We'll see you on the next video.